Hi guys. So James Cleverly, the Foreign Office Minister, lied about food shortages when it came to defending Brexit from any criticism. Here, when he was interviewed by Sky News, he talked about how other countries are suffering the same as the UK, which is a lie. He said that he knows about the current situation regarding CO2 shortages, but promised that people would not go hungry. He described the food shortages as short-term. The problem with this is that the Food and Drinks Federation are talking about up to 2 years of problems. Anyway, let's hear what Mr. Cleverly had to say.
Once again, we find ourselves in a situation that many countries in the world are experiencing.
No, that's not true. Other countries around the world, as far as I know, are not suffering food shortages. The only place that's suffering food shortages is Great Britain. Even Northern Ireland has escaped some of that thanks to the Northern Ireland Protocol, because it's within the single market. Great Britain is suffering shortages because of Brexit. Other countries are not suffering shortages.
The logistics industry, which underpins a lot of the movement of products like CO2, we know the situation there.
This is a common response to a lot of these problems. We know there's a problem. Okay, that's great. First, you have to recognize that there is a problem. Okay, but what is the solution? What is your solution to this problem?
And what we're looking to do is twofold. Firstly, is to make sure that in the medium term and beyond, that the UK is increasingly self-sufficient.
Okay. Now, I don't believe it's possible for the UK to become completely self-sufficient, but even if that's the case, it would take years. Now, he said medium term. I'm not sure what he means by medium term. But a lot of these problems that have stemmed from Brexit need to be resolved now. What is your solution in the short term?
In terms of things like food production, but also in terms of people in the logistics chain, HGV drivers, that kind of stuff.
So a big problem with this also is that employment levels have returned to pre-pandemic levels. So where are you going to find all the extra people from? If you said we're going to stop hiring people from abroad and we're going to hire people from within Britain, but employment levels are back to normal in a sense, where are you going to find all these other people? And then remember, these people have to be trained up. A lot of these jobs require skills and they need to be trained, and it takes time, it takes money, it takes investment. Are you going to invest the time and money in that?
And in the shorter term, obviously, we are looking cross-government at what we need to do to address what might be some short-term shortages in these things.
Did anyone actually hear a solution there? We're going to look across government about some solutions. Okay. Now, imagine, there's a fire and you ask Boris Johnson, Boris, do you have something to put out the fire? And he said, yeah, we're looking around for an idea. We're going to work together. Yeah, but the house is on fire. That we need to put out the fire now. What is your solution? Do you have some water, fire extinguisher, something? He's like, yeah, we're putting our heads together to think about it, and we're going to come back in a couple of weeks' time with a solution, perhaps. Businesses, industry need a response now. Some industries, some sectors are talking about serious crises in 2 weeks' time. What is your solution now? What is your plan? How are you going to resolve this short-term problem? We've heard about the long-term, yes, self-sufficiency, but in the short term, what is your solution?
Again, these are things that we're discussing. We discuss them with the industry, we discuss them cross-government, and we will ensure that we are able to put food on the tables. Obviously, that is a real priority. And as I say, we're looking cross-government on how we address this.
No solutions. But isn't it interesting how we've gone from sunlit uplands to don't worry, we'll put food on the table. We've gone from independent, forward-looking Britain to don't worry, the lights will stay on. And it just has me turning in circles as to why Brexiteers, I still can't get my head around it, why Brexiteers continue to deny reality. We've heard Mr. Cleverly here say, yes, this is something that's affecting all countries or many countries around the world. It's not true. We're looking into this problem. How is it possible we're 4 years in, 5 years in almost, over 5 years in, and Brexiteers still think this is a good idea? If we went back in time and said to them, look, you're going to see food shortages, which people predicted, many industries predicted, it was, of course, the response was, that's Project Fear, stop scaremongering. Do they still think it's scaremongering? When a government minister from the Conservative Party is saying, don't worry, we'll put food on the table. Don't worry, the shortages are short term. At what stage will they turn around and say, actually, yes, the Remainers were right. This was a mistake. We need to rejoin the single market and the customs union. We need to fix this problem. We need to change the immigration rules to allow European drivers and workers to come back into the country. At what stage will they realize, yes, this is the solution? Because waiting for Boris Johnson's government to come up with a solution, I think you're going to be waiting a long time. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?